Alrighty, hello everybody. Hello everybody and welcome to Family Feud. I am your host, Paupu Komi. This is our third iteration of our Kingdom Hearts Family Feud. I hope you're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a real fun time. I have a fantastic group of people here who gave up their time to be here and play this game with us. Tonight's game is being hosted in support of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, whose mission is to advance cures and means of prevention for pediatric catastrophic diseases through research and treatment. Consistent with the vision of their founder, Danny Thomas, no child is denied treatment based on race, religion, or a family's ability to pay. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus simply on helping their child live. The majority of St. Jude's funding comes from generous donors, much like yourselves, so thank you all for all of your help and contributions to our campaign to make events like this happen. Thanks to all of our wonderful donations throughout Charity Tourney 7, we raised a grand total of $11,594.89, which puts our lifetime total for all of our charity fraternities combined at a whopping $79,808.59. Absolutely insane over the last 5 years. I'm super proud of this community. They're all awesome. They deserve so much props for this. I'm like literally stunned every time I look at the number. But with that being said, let's go ahead and introduce our two teams. I have with me on the left, we have Team Dax Evasion, with a group of people that have recently been dubbed as the Dewey family. So if they would like to go ahead and introduce themselves, please do.
I guess I should start since I'm the head of the Dewey family, even though Dewey's down there. I'm Warehouse Jesus. You can find me on twitch.tv/Warehouse Jesus. Anything really, Instagram, Blue Sky. It's just Warehouse Jesus. We're gonna take Daxian down because he posts awful YouTube content, and I'm tired of it.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Next.
Hi, I'm Dark, or Darkness Mist, or Mr. Ness, or whatever other name the community has dubbed that I am in need of. You can find me streaming occasionally on Twitch, and that's fun. I'm here to support the anarchy of taking somebody that I know absolutely nothing about down, because why not? So, yeah.
Thanks, Dark.
Hello, I am Raiden. I don't really stream, so don't worry about that. I'm just here for a good time.
Hi, I'm Ragnoth. I mainly play randomizers and stuff on Twitch. Randomizers are like challenge runs of mainly action games and stuff, and yeah, Family Feud.
I'm Dewey. You may have heard of me through the name of the family. I don't know how this started. Do not ask. I don't remember. I mainly over Cage Durando. I also speedrun games like Death's Door and Super Mario Odyssey. So you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on the right, we have Team No Name, which is led by Team Captain Dax, who, to my understanding from talking with other members of the team, ignored the name suggestions that they had and came up with No Name. So, yeah, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I am Nobody Daxian, self-proclaimed Kingdom Hearts funny man. I make a lot of content on YouTube surrounding Kingdom Hearts, mostly gameplay challenges that are also streamed on Twitch and on YouTube. I've also been recently uploading my clips from my streams onto my YouTube Shorts, my Instagram Reels, and my newly resurrected TikTok page, going back to my roots a little bit. I am also Warehouse Jesus's best SSSSSSSS friend, and I was proclaimed by Bioroxis himself to be everything wrong with the Kingdom Hearts community. And that's basically all you need to know.
Even though they're best friends, I do want it to be known that Dax and I are teaming up at Reconnect to fight Jesus. So, that's happening. So
You're both going
look
down.
forward to it. But thank you.
Hey, I'm Nick from the Radiant Gardeners, and I am here because Dax told us about Family Feud, said he was putting a team together, but he was worried that he wouldn't have an idiot on his team, which I thought was a little mean at the time when he was saying it. But then a couple days later, I realized, wait a minute, I could be your idiot, Dax. I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. I just play the games a lot and do challenge runs. So, it seemed to work. I'm here now. And when I'm not here doing Family Feud, doing challenge runs with my wife Nicole on the Radiant Gardeners, and doing a bunch of projects for the Kingdom Hearts community, the latest one, which is coming out on Friday, is crowd control support for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So look forward to that. And a big launch event on our channel on Friday.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely check out the crowd control event on Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I promise. It's so cool. Next.
Hi, I'm Prodigy. I'm meeting 90% of people here for the first time, but it seems like everyone hates Dax here, so I can jive with that. I make content pretty much everywhere, to be honest. I'm on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Project, CD. Make a lot of Kingdom Hearts content, obsessed with Kingdom Hearts. That's my gimmick. That's it.
I like that Dax's own team is hating on him. I'm sorry, Dax.
Just like my real family.
Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm the other half of the Radiant Gardeners. I also sometimes stream on a channel called Nexaglow_VIII. And yeah, I do a bunch of challenge runs, like Nicholas said, and Dax is a bozo.
Okay, hello. My name's Brandon from Brandon Glovich because I'm really creative with making usernames. I don't know what everyone's talking about here. I've never been anything but nice to Dax and definitely didn't win an award shared by him for smack talking each other earlier this year. That'd be crazy. You can find me mostly on Twitch playing a variety of stuff, but like the rest of this team, a lot of Kingdom Hearts challenge runs. We're playing through Days on level 1 right now. The coolest thing that I'm doing in the near future is the concert at Reconnect. So if y'all didn't hear about that yet, you're hearing about it now, whether you're going in person or watching online. It's night one. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I promise. Everything at Reconnect's going to be fun. And if you're not going to Reconnect, you can catch all the Reconnect stuff on the guides channel. But yeah, all right. Now we've got introductions. Actually, you know what? Sorry, there's one more person who needs to introduce himself. He's running all of my tech for me and has helped me with putting Family Feud together every single year. So, Roro.
Oh, yeah, hi. I'm not on the team, but I just work here and I get paid in charity donations, and I'm kind of due for a raise, so please make that happen.
Whoa. Oh, okay. I'm starting to regret letting Roro introduce himself. Okay. Roro,
What do you mean? I'm
ellipses.
saying donate money for
Can
charity.
we Roro ... in chat? Anyways, with our introductions out of the way, let's get our game started. So let me explain how this works for anyone who doesn't know what Family Feud is or how Family Feud works. I'm gonna call 2 people, 1 from each team, to our metaphorical buzzer. I will read the question out loud, and then you can click to buzz in. I would suggest waiting until I read the full question to buzz in. Roro's gonna let us know who buzzes in first, and they will be able to give an answer. If that answer is not the number 1 answer or is not on the board, the other person who buzzed in second gets a chance to give an answer. The higher of the 2 answers will get to decide if their team will pass or play the round. If they decide to play, each member of the team will then get to give a new answer to the question until they receive 3 strikes for 3 missed answers, at which point the other team can make a guess to try and steal the round. Since it's all of us in one Discord call, my 2 teams have a private Discord threads that they can communicate in while the other team is actively guessing to try and come up with one agreed upon answer to try and steal the round with. Are there any questions before we get started?
What was this about getting paid?
No one's getting paid. This is for charity. The only ones getting paid are the kids who will hopefully have, their childhood cancers cured.
I would like to extend an invitation to the Dewey family for Dax's family, since they all hate him just as much as I do. So once this is all said and done, they're welcome in the Dewey family.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Cool. Great. Love that. Okay, so it is time for round 1. We are going to take Jesus and Dax for this question. Yep. Are you ready?
As much as I can be.
Am I supposed to be seeing a buzzer right now?
You should be, yes.
I just see a thing that says watch the host screen and get ready to buzz
Okay,
in.
so question number 1, we wound up with 72 responses. The top 8 answers will be on the board. Our question is, name a Disney world from any game that may be regarded as better than some of the original worlds.
This is gonna go to No Name.
All right, Dax.
Timeless River.
Ooh, Timeless River. All right, the survey says. Not on the board. Jesus, would you like to give an answer?
Toy Box.
Toy Box. All right. Toy Story world being better than some of the original worlds. Is it up there? Oh, it is. All right. Would the Dax Evasion team like to pass or play?
We are gonna play.
Okay. They're going to play.
May I make one quick interjection about this question?
Okay.
You will need to accompany the remaining, include the game with the world, because it's not always going to be concrete.
So for example, like Olympus Coliseum from KH1 may be on the board, but not Olympus Coliseum from KH2. That was just an example.
That's a good example.
That was just an example. You can use those answers. Right. I can't guarantee that they're up there. I actually don't know most of the ordering for these. So that was just an example. Okay, so they're going to play. We're going to take it away with Team Dax Evasion. Dark, you're up next. Name a Disney world from any game that may be regarded as better than an original Kingdom Hearts world.
I'm gonna say Halloween Town from KH2?
KH2 Halloween Town.
Good answer.
Yeah, we do have the good answer soundboard. And it's up there. It's the number 5 answer. Great job. I feel like the KH2 version follows the actual story a little bit better than the KH1 version, but the KH1 version's pretty cool too. But yeah, very nice. All right, Raiden, you're up next. Name a Disney world from any game that may be regarded as better than an original Kingdom Hearts world.
Let's do San Francisco KH3.
Okay, San Francisco. Very good. It's the number 7 answer. All right, Ragnoff, there are 5 answers left up on the board. You're up. Name a Disney world from any game that may be regarded as better than an original Kingdom Hearts world.
I'm gonna go with Neverland from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Ooh, okay, so Neverland from Kingdom Hearts 1. Not up there. That is your first strike. You still got 2 more chances before Team No Name gets a chance to steal. Double, there's 5 more answers up there. Name a Disney world from any game that may be regarded as better than an original KH world.
I'm gonna guess Olympus from KH3.
Olympus from KH3? Okay.
Yes.
And the survey says not up there. So that's 2 strikes. You guys have 1 strike left before Team No Name gets a chance to steal. 5 answers left up on the board. Jesus, we come back to you. Name a Disney world from any game that may be regarded as better than an original KH world.
You know what? I was gonna change my answer. I'm gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna say Deep Jungle from KH1.
Ooh, all right, we're going with the gut here. Deep Jungle, KH1. Not up there. All right. Team No Name. There are 5 answers left on the board. All you need to do is give me one of them to steal the points away. What Dax has your team decided on?
I'm just making sure we all confer.
Yep.
So we do have an idea. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're going to say Olympus Coliseum Kingdom Hearts 2.
All right. So, Olympus Coliseum from Kingdom Hearts 2. Do they steal the points? They do. It is the number 8 answer. All right. So, 45 points goes to Team No Name. Great job.
I would also like to say this is the second time Warehouse Jesus has forgotten about OCKH2.
All right.
Who was surveyed here? Because I see San Fran. What? Excuse me?
Yeah, San Fran. It's like the sole sequel to the movie, almost. I'm not surprised it's up there.
I actually am. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I see the number 6 answer? Monstropolis in KH3. The number 4 answer. Symphony of Sorcery in Dream Drop Distance. I'm personally surprised that one's up there. Number 3 answer. Wonderland in Kingdom Hearts 1. And our number 1 answer. The Caribbean from Kingdom Hearts 3. Chat, I think we need to have a little talk. I'm just saying. We might need to have a little...
Shockingly, we had only one person say Timeless River or Disney Castle.
Interesting.
In KH2.
But yeah, that's our first round. Team No Name is taking the lead. Let's go to round 2. We're gonna have Dark and Nick for this one. We are going to have the top 7 answers on the board for this. So, our question is, which Kingdom Hearts character would be the most likely to win a season of Survivor?
No Name again.
All right.
Going with Aqua.
Ooh, Aqua. Okay. Resident Keyblade Master is number 2. Okay. Dark, we need that number 1 answer. You would like to guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead and go with Terra.
Terra. Is Terra up there? Okay. Nice 3 buzzer row. Okay. Team No Name, would you like to pass or play? You're gonna play it? Okay.
I had to do the triple buzzer so it resets for the next round.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, cycling to Team No Name. Prodigy, you're gonna be answering next because you're next on the list. So which Kingdom Hearts character would be the most likely to win a season of Survivor?
Roxas.
Ooh, I like the answer. Good answer, good answer. Is Roxas up on the list? That's disappointing. For me. Again, chat, I think we're gonna have to talk. Okay, so that's 1 strike. You still got 2 strikes left. There are 6 more answers up on the board. Nicole, you're up next. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to win a season of Survivor?
I'm gonna go with Terra.
Tara was already guessed. I will let you.
Oh, Terra
Yeah.
was guessed? Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. I'll go with Riku.
Riku. All right. Survey says the number 1 answer. Great job. Great job. 5 more answers left up on the board. 2 strikes remaining. Brandon, you are up. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be the most likely to win a season of Survivor?
Axel.
Axel. Can probably start his own fires. Very good. The number 3. Wow, that's a big jump in points. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Axel's the number 3 answer. There are 4 answers left on the board. You have 2 strikes remaining. That is a big jump. Dax, you're up. Cycling it back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be the most likely to win a season of Survivor?
I'm gonna go with Lushu.
Ooh, okay. And I'm gonna give this like Lushu, Zigbar, like however can be grouped together.
That's how it was
Cool.
counted, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
yeah.
it to him.
Awesome. That is the number 7 answer. Very nice. Very nice. There are 3 answers left on the board. You guys still have 2 strikes left. Before the other team gets a chance to steal. Y'all are looking really good. Nick, we're coming back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be the most likely to win a season of Survivor?
Luxord?
Okay. Luxord. Is he up there? He is. He's the number 6 answer. Very nice, very nice. There are 2 answers left. You got 2 strikes remaining. You guys are doing great. Who's next? Sorry, I lost my list. Prodigy, you're back up. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to win a season of Survivor?
Can I just say Xehanort, or does it have to be specific? Like for which one?
I mean,
In this survey, we treated young Xehanort and Master Xehanort as different.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Master of Masters.
oh, so we're switching completely. We're getting off Xehanort.
Yeah, we're switching.
We're going to the Master of Masters. Survey says. Dang, I thought that was a really good guess.
I'm sorry, dude.
Nah, it's all good. I thought that was a good one. I thought that was a good answer. I'm just saying. You know what? I'll do it. Where's the... Oh gosh, where is it?
Good answer. Good answer.
All right, you still have 1 more strike left. There are 2 answers left on the board. So you still have a shot at this. Nicole, we're back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to win a season of Survivor?
I'm gonna say Larxene.
Ooh, Larxene.
Sir, good answer.
Survey says not up there. All right. Team Dax Evasion has a chance to steal. Only 2 answers up on the board, and from the looks of these points, not a lot of people said their names. So can our team get it? Jesus, what has your team settled on?
Since Roxas wasn't up there, we just got to use the main and just say Sora.
I almost for a second thought you were about to say Ventus and would have been slightly heartbroken, but would have also laughed.
Listen, I'm insane. I'm not that insane.
All right. Sora survey says it was the number 5 answer, which means our points do go to Team Dax Evasion.
Good answer. Good answer.
That puts us at 95 points for Dax Evasion and 45 for No Name, but it is still anybody's game. Let's see that number 4 answer before we move on.
We forgot the biggest survivor of them all.
Stop, you did not. Oh, Goofy. Yeah, you know, if you take a boulder to the head and survive it, I guess, but like, all right, anyway. We're gonna move on to round 3. We're gonna talk to some people about what Survivor is. For round 3, we're gonna have Raiden and Prodigy go head-to-head on the buzzer. For round 3, we asked for we have the top 7 answers up on the board. Here is your question. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be the most likely to cheat in a home poker game or game of cards?
Forgot to unmute. This one's going to Dax Evasion.
Alright, Raiden?
Luxord.
Feel like Luxord wouldn't be the one to cheat, so I'm a little disappointed that he's the number 1 answer, but he is the number 1 answer. Like, guys, the question was who was most likely to cheat. Luxord's whole thing is, do you know the rules? Chat, we need to talk. We need to talk about your responses. But as we know, KH2 rando players especially can't read, so, I mean, we can just blame it on that. But anyway, would Team Dax Evasion like to pass or play?
We're playing,
Okay.
we're playing.
Alright. So there are 6 more answers up on the board. Ragnoth, we're coming to you. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
Gonna have to go for Zigbar here.
For Zigbar? Alright, is Zigbar up there? Is the number 2 answer. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. There are 5 answers left on the board. No strikes so far. Double. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
Let's keep it with the villains and org members. Let's go with Demix.
We're going with Demix. I like how we're all assuming that none of the good guys would cheat, but I don't know if I believe that necessarily. But fine. We'll stick with the villains for now. Is Demix up there? He is. He is the number 5 answer. Very nice. Very nice. All right. 4 answers left on the board. We cycle back to Jesus. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
Okay, well, I mean, I know you want to skew from the bad guys, but I can't because Vexen exists and he's going to be cheating.
You know what? You're valid for that. Vexen. Okay, not up there. That's your first strike. You got 2 strikes left. 4 answers up on the board. Hey, maybe it is time to stray from the villains. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know the answers on this. This isn't the question I tallied. Dark. We're back to you. 2 strikes, 4 answers up on the board. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
I am straying, and I'm gonna say Axel.
Ooh, okay. I mean, Axel used to be a villain turned good guy, but we'll see. Is he up on the board? He is the number 3 answer, and honestly, I can see it. All right, we have 3 answers left on the board. 2 strikes remaining. Raiden, we're back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
I am gonna swing with Terra.
Terra. Is he up there? No. Survey said no. Terra is a wholesome boy who wouldn't ever cheat. So take that. Anyway, you guys have 1 strike remaining. There are 3 answers left up on the board. If it's up there, you get to keep playing. If it's not there, Team No Name gets a chance to steal. Ragnoth, we're back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
I'm gonna go with the guy that's definitely not Sora and go Vanitas.
Ooh, Vanitas! Survey says he is not up there. So that means that Team No Name gets a chance to steal and take all the points. So I'm gonna give them a second to kind of settle on an answer, and then Dax, if you've got one and you would like to give it, which Kingdom Hearts character would be most likely to cheat in a home poker game?
Okay. I think we've all come to an agreement. We are going to go with Donald Duck.
I love that you said that right as Mr. Guides rated the stream. I just want to point that out, that we are now calling Donald a liar and a cheat immediately as the raid comes in. But is Donald Duck one of those 3 missing answers? He would. He is the number 4 answer, and Team No Name steals the points. Happy birthday, Donald. As we, film.
I'd like to give thanks to Cage Guides.
Great job. Can we see the number 7 answer, please? Lurkseen. That's pretty valid. If she doesn't cheat, I think she just kind of breaks everything. And the number...
She's allowed.
She is allowed. You're right, Dax. Don't worry, Dax. I'm there simping with you. The number 6 answer is Zexion. Everyone's favorite book boy. All right. Well. We are 3 rounds in. How are we feeling so far? My teams. How are we feeling?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Chat is crit.
No.
Chat is sus.
Chat sus.
I do this for the chat.
I do this for Dax.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. These are the only characters that had more than 1 vote.
Yeah. Chat, how are you feeling?
I'm taking Daxian's channel away.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust chat's opinions on anything right now. Anyway, we're gonna move on to round 4 with Ragnoth and Nicole. We are going to have, again, the top 7 answers on the board. The question is, what Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
I have activated the buzzer. There we go. Okay. Team Dax Evasion is going to be getting
All right, Ragnoth.
I am gonna go with Star Wars.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably an easy one. Is Star Wars up there? Yeah, it's the number 1 answer. All right, Team Dax Evasion, would you like to pass or play?
We're gonna play.
They're gonna play. They're gonna play. All right. So we've got 6 answers left on the board to work with. Double. So what Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
I'm gonna really put all of my trust in the chat and that they have good taste. I'm gonna say Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet. That's one of my top picks, honestly.
It is my favorite Disney movie.
I will forever cope and clown.
I will leave this call if it's not up there.
Treasure Planet is the number 2
Yes!
answer. It is the number 2 answer.
Okay, I'll stay. I'll stay.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you're going to stay. We got 5 answers left on the board. We cycle back to the top, which is Jesus. So Jesus, what Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
Hopefully this. I'm gonna go with this. Tell me if I need to break it down more. Marvel.
It does not need to be broken
All right,
down.
is Marvel
Okay,
up
so I'm going
there?
with Marvel.
Oh, it's not. Honestly, I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not one of those people. I'm glad the answer is not up there. I'm really disappointed to see Star Wars in the #1 spot, but that's just me personally. So, but that is your first strike. You have 2 strikes left. There's still 5 answers up on the board. Dark, we come to you next. What Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
And shoutouts to one of our favorite modders. I'm gonna say Cars.
Oh God. Oh no.
If you know, you know.
Why? Why? I gotta cover my eyes here. Cars? No, I have to look. Oh, it's up there. It's the #5 answer.
Let's go, Mr. Danimal.
This community's a disgrace.
Community's a disgrace. I just want to chat with the people that filled out this form. We need to talk about what worlds actually deserve to be in Kingdom Hearts. But anyway, you've got 4 answers left on the board and only 1 strike so far. So, Raiden, what Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
I'm gonna go with Moana.
Moana. Is it up there? Survey says. Survey says yes. Moana is the #3 answer. Very good. Love it. 3 answers left on the board. Only 1 strike? I'm pretty sure. I lost count. Yes, 1 strike. Ragnoff, back to you. What Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
I'm gonna go with The Incredibles.
Ooh. I think I haven't heard that one a lot. That'd be very interesting to see. Is The Incredibles up there? It is not. So that is your 2nd strike. All right. Team Dax Evasion has 1 strike left. If their next answer is not up there, Team No Name has a chance to steal. So double. It comes down to you. What Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
Once again, I'm going to put my trust in chat, and I'm going to go with Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah. All right. Is Atlantis up there?
The deep cuts. We got to trust.
I'm prefacing this saying that Atlantis was combined with Atlantis: the Lost Empire.
Okay.
That is what the title is. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that literally is it. Okay, cool. It's the #6 answer. I'm glad Atlantis is up there. All right, there's 2 answers left. You are still on your final strike. So you get another chance, but if it's not up there, Team No Name has a chance to steal. We're looking for the #4 or the #7 answer. Jesus, what Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts?
With the 7 out there, you know what? I'm gonna go for a favorite of mine growing up. Let's just get some Goofy and Max time with a Goofy movie.
I have wanted Max Goof to show up in Kingdom Hearts for I don't even know how long anymore. So is Goofy movie up there? Terrible. Terrible. I thought it was a really good one.
Sus.
It's fine. All right. So that was your final strike. Team No Name has a chance to steal. I will let them have a second to come up with their final answer on what Disney property is the most desired for Kingdom Hearts.
I think we're gonna go say Coco.
Ooh, Coco. Still a movie that I need to see myself. I've heard it's fantastic. I've heard it's really, really good. It's probably not good of me to say this on a live Twitch stream that I haven't seen the movie, but it's on my list of things to watch, I promise. Is Coco up there? It is. It is the number 4 answer.
Let's go.
All right. So, Team No Name steals the points once again. What is the number 7 answer? Really?
I do want to
Really?
quickly break this down because the Muppets got just one more vote than The Incredibles, Princess and the Frog, Meet the Robinsons, Marvel, Zootopia, and Lilo and Stitch, and The Emperor's New Groove.
What?
It beat them all out by just one vote to make it into the top 7.
What?
And then someone had the audacity to vote for Family Guy as the most desired property for Cage 4. That really made me upset.
Alright, well, we know we can't trust chat with these, forms anymore.
Where are those good old-fashioned values, man?
I can't believe the Muppets was up there. That's actually insane. Okay, round 5. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna pretend that the Muppets wasn't the last answer up there. Okay, it is Double and Brandon's turn. Here we go. The top 6 answers are gonna be on the board this time. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
Let's go into the Evaders.
Dax Evasion.
I'm gonna say Kingdom Hearts Coded, as in the original Coded,
Okay,
not recoded.
so we're going with the original coded, which is probably
Yeah, so sorry to disappoint. They did get lumped in for this survey.
okay.
Well, that's fine because no one has played Coded.
Actually, I have.
Whoa, hold up there, buddy.
I'm sorry. Did you have a Japanese phone to play this on? What are you doing here?
No, but I know people who do, and they let me play it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have also played VCast.
Yeah. It's not like
That's
it's not
sick.
like entirely
those people.
impossible to access. It's just really hard. But anyway, would Dax Evasion like to pass or play?
We play.
Okay. So Jesus, 5 answers left on the board. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
Kingdom Hearts. I believe it's Kingdom Hearts X. Right.
Okay. All right. Kingdom Hearts Key.
I'm gonna show my hand here and say that I don't actually know what that is. So,
Row.
Comey, I need to send you a DM
It's
and
the
ask
same.
if
It's the same as the mobile Unchained.
It's the
It's the same game.
It's like Union Cross Unchained.
So-
Order.
Yeah, it's the same
Okay.
game. It's just the original version of it on PC.
Yeah,
that
it was the
only released in
PC
Japan,
browser
is
version.
why-
that then
okay,
became
then they probably got late.
Unchained Key and Union Cross.
Yeah.
Okay, I lumped them all together then for
Yeah.
that answer.
Chat with the row. Okay, 4 answers left on the board. Dark, we come to you. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
Honestly, weirdly enough, I'm gonna say Chain of Memories.
Chain
No, it's
of
not that.
Memories, the deck building game that a lot of people hate for some reason. It's not up there. That actually makes me very happy. That actually just brought me a little bit of joy. I'm gonna say it. All right, that's your first strike. There's still 4 answers left up on the board. But Raiden, you're up. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
I'm gonna go with the best one, 0.2.
Oh, Birth by Sleep 0.2 Fragmentary Passage. Is it up there? Survey says no. Lots of people liked to dress up Aqua in random costumes because it made her cute. No, I feel like that's... I'm glad that that's not up there either. Okay, so that's your second strike. There's still 4 answers up on the board. If your next answer is not up there, Team No Name gets another chance to steal. So, Ragnoth, we are at you now. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
I'm gonna go with VCast. Cage VCast or whatever it was called. I actually don't remember the whole name of it. I think it's just called VCast.
So here's the fun part is, does chat or the people who filled out this form know the game existed well enough to have put that on the survey? Because that's one that a lot of... Oh, it is. Okay. It was like a lot of people actually forget about VCast. Just existing. But it is the number 3 answer. All right. There are 3 answers left on the board. You still only have 1 opportunity left before Team No Name gets a chance to steal. Double, we are back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
I don't know. I'm gonna just do 358 days over 2.
358 over 2 days.
Which is actually what it's supposed to, but that is unfortunately what the actual thing is pronounced
Yeah.
as. Because it's days over 2 people. I know. I
I
hate
know
it.
Key is probably out there somewhere crying, as this answer is said, and it is in fact the number 6 answer.
Yikes.
It's one of those things that when I feel like one of the reasons that it's actually up there is because when they released the remixes, it came out as a movie, so people didn't actually get to play it, which is sad because that's part of its charm. And while it's not really one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games, I do feel like the gameplay of it is what gives it its charm, and people don't really get that when you watch the movie now. But anyway, I could go on a whole rant on it. But anyway, there are 2 answers left on the board, and Team Dax Evasion still has 1 strike left. So, Jesus, we're back to you. Which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played?
I'm trying to dig, and the only thing I can think of right now is Dream Drop Distance. We'll go with DDD.
All right, Dream Drop Distance is not up there, which means Team No Name gets a chance to steal. There are 2 answers left on the board. We need either the number 4 or the number 5 answer, Dax. So which Kingdom Hearts game was least likely to be played? What is your team settled on?
I need to preface this answer by saying I became an ordained minister this year.
Mm-hmm.
My services include weddings, baptisms, and funerals.
Yep, I remember.
And I have unfortunately used
Oh, I think I know where this is going. Oh, God.
Ordainment twice. One was for my TikTok account.
You know where this is
I made a new one at NobodyDax on TikTok. The second time I used it was a big period of mourning for several Kingdom Hearts fans. I had to throw my little red wagon in a circle for missing Link.
I knew it was coming for missing Link. I appreciate the bit. The survey was out when they announced that it was canceled, and you're right, most people didn't get to play it because North America never got access to the beta test. But did people put it on the survey? Is it up there? It is. It is the number 4 answer.
It's not a game.
Hey, you know what?
It doesn't exist.
It did exist. People played a beta.
Not as a game.
But it existed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still got the app on my phone. That game was pretty fun.
We had Family Guy on the survey as a Disney property. Let's move on here. We've had some.
Yeah, just because it wasn't a fully released game doesn't mean it wasn't a game. People got to play it. Not a lot of people got to play it, but people got to play it. And if you got to play it, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous of you. I hope you had fun with it while it lasted. What's the number 5 answer? Melody of Memory. You know, that's fair. A lot of people don't like rhythm games. I guess I get it. I guess. It makes me sad, but... Alright. Alright, so, normally with Family Feud, there's only 5 rounds and then we do Fast Money, but we had some more questions, and they were all kind of silly, and I wanted to include them anyway. So we're gonna do some extra rounds before Fast Money. So we're gonna go back to the top, with Jesus and Dax at the buzzer. We are looking for the top 5 answers on the board, and this one is a little wacky. So have fun with it. If a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one?
That's gonna go to the Dax Evaders.
You know, people love goth, so Oblivion.
Sorry, you all can't see the face I'm making right now at that comment.
Get called out because I called myself out.
You called yourself out.
We're gonna play. I'm just...
Okay. Okay. Moving on. That number's really high too. All right. Dark, going to you. If a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one?
Listen, you can't have one without the other. I mean, it's just gotta be Oathkeeper, right? Like,
Is Oathkeeper up there with its partner Oblivion? It is the number 3 answer. It is the number 3 answer. Now, before we move on, I do have to say, this was one question that I looked at, and my brain kind of went blank. I didn't actually have an answer for it. I never filled out this sheet anyway because I'm hosting it, so I didn't want to influence the answers at all. But, Chad, I have some questions that I'm going to ask you later, okay? Just know that. Just know that. Just a couple questions. But anyway, there's 3 answers left up on the board. No strikes so far. Raiden, we are to you. If a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one?
I'm gonna go with Rainfell or Aqua's Keyblade.
Is Rainfell up there?
I'm sorry, I'm not even sure I made out what the word was. What's the Keyblade?
Rainfell.
It's Aqua's Keyblade.
So you can't just say Aqua's Keyblade, though, because there are, like, 3 of them. So we're gonna go with the first one you said. But no, it's not up there. So that's your first strike. There's still 3 answers left on the board. You still have 2 opportunities left. So we are gonna go to Ragnoff. If a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one?
I mean, I feel like most people are probably going to be saying Ultimate Weapon, right?
Does it need to be specific, Roro?
If it needs to be specific, I have one. I just need to
Nope,
know.
it does not need to be specific.
Is the Ultimate Weapon up there? It is. It is number 2. I feel like that one should have been specific because they all look different.
Yeah, they all look very different.
They're all very different. But
to make sure that we had more than 3 answers, I took some liberal spelling and some combinations.
Okay. I see. Interesting. Okay, 2 more answers, 2 strikes left to go. We move to double. If a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one?
I gotta go Way to the Dawn.
Way to the Dawn. Not up there. Your second strike. All right. Team Dax Evasion, you have 1 shot left before Team No Name gets a chance to steal. Back to the top of the board with Jesus. If a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one?
We all like just a nice, simple Kingdom Key, right?
Okay, is the kingdom key up there? It's not. I'm sorry. So, that's your third strike, which means that Team No Name gets a chance to steal. I'm gonna give them a quick second to come to a consensus, and then Dax can go ahead and tell us if a Keyblade could take on a human form, which Keyblade would be the best looking one.
Sorry, we're kind of split here.
Okay. Well,
it looks like we're coming to a consensus. We're gonna go with Divine Rose.
ooh, okay. The Divine Rose. No, it's not up there. So the
Oh, there was a lot of anticipation for that.
there was that long pause. Like I held my breath.
That was me pressing the buzzer and it not going off.
Yeah. All right. So the points go to Team Dax Evasion. Are the points that I'm seeing at the bottom between our two teams, right, Roro? So Team Dax Evasion has 173 and Team No Name has 314.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
They have been stealing a lot of points. So, okay. Can we see the number 5 answer? I want to know what other two Keyblades chat's simping over. 2 become 1. Interesting pick. Okay. And the number 4 answer? Destiny's Embrace. Okay. That one's really pretty. You know what? That's a good one. All right, we have 2 more rounds left, so Team Dax Evasion's not out of it yet, but it's getting a little close. So for this round, can I have Dark and Nick again? We're gonna be looking for the top 5 answers on the board. What is Sora's daytime job in Quadratum? Roro, you're muted.
I was muted. That's gonna go to No
All
Name.
right, Team No Name, Nick.
Barista.
The barista job. He's working at a coffee shop. Is it up there? It is the number 3 answer. I'm so surprised. All of the memes, and it's the number 3 answer? Huh? Excuse me? All of the memes that came out? All right, well, Dark, you get a chance to score higher.
You know, we gotta give love to these people. They work really hard. You gotta give love to your fast food workers out there.
Okay, so he's working the fast food job.
I'm gonna need something a bit more specific.
What?
All right, so
What do you
you're gonna
mean?
need to be more specific.
Like, what role in the fast food shop is he playing?
I mean, he's working the cooking job. He's in the back. He's the fryer.
He's working.
Okay, fryer, cook.
Yeah.
That's acceptable. We combined cook and chef together. Those were the two
Okay.
that combined that
So he's
one.
working as a chef. All right, so that is the number 2 answer. So Dax Evasion, you get the chance to pass or play.
Honestly, we're gonna pass this one straight up.
They're gonna pass. All right, which means we're gonna go to Team No Name for this. Prodigy, you are up next on the list then. What is Sora's daytime job in Quadratum?
I'm gonna go with DoorDash.
Oh, he's a DoorDash driver. All right, all right. Survey says he is. That is the number one answer. He is Quadratum's delivery boy.
Combined pizza delivery and milkman as well into this one. So I don't know why milkman,
Not
but
the
that's
milkman.
Milkman,
Not the
huh?
milkman. Oh my.
All right, I'm new to this side of the community. What's going on over here?
You know what? I can't answer that. I honestly don't know sometimes. But anyway, you guys have all three of your chances left. 2 answers left up on the board. Nicole, what is Sora's daytime job in Quadratum?
I'm gonna say retail.
Ooh, he's a retail worker. Oh, that's the number 5 answer. That pesky customer service. Knowing Sora, he'd probably do it with a smile and not have any issues with it whatsoever. I could see it. I could see it happening. Anyway, there's 1 answer left up on the board. You have a chance to sweep the board and take all the points here. Brandon, it comes to you. You have no strikes. So what's Sora's daytime job in Quadratum?
Thank goodness. Is retail worker like the same thing as cashier?
Yeah,
Would
I
Okay,
believe
okay.
Combine them for
Yeah.
this one.
Okay. I'm gonna say like a server, like in a restaurant.
Okay, so maybe we have chef as one option. So maybe he
I'm
could
thinking
also be
people
a
like, putting in
server.
there.
Survey says
Would that be combined too? Or?
no, it's not up there. But that's okay, because that was only your first strike. You still have 2 opportunities left to get this last answer on the board. Dax, we're gonna come back to you. What is Sora's daytime job in Quadratum?
I am going to say he's a streamer.
Nice. Just like the rest of us. What?
Okay, Roro, okay.
Roro,
Calm down,
Roro.
calm down.
Calm down. Okay, so I'm guessing streamer's not up there. Sora's not one of us. Roro had a little fun with the buzzer there. All right, so you have one strike left to get this last answer. If it's up there, your team takes all the points. If it's not up there, Dax Evasion has a chance to steal. Nick, we're back to you. What is Sora's daytime job in Quadratum?
He doesn't have one. He is unemployed.
Oh, okay. He just doesn't have a job. He's just unemployed. It's not up there. I thought that was a pretty good answer, though.
Missed it by 1 vote, though. It missed it by 1
That
vote.
was a pretty good answer. All right, but team Dax Evasion has a chance to steal. They have to get that number 4 answer. Jesus, what is Sora's daytime job in Quadratum?
How are we forgetting the main thing of Kingdom Hearts? We have to open doors, so he's a locksmith.
Okay, is he a locksmith? He is. That is the number 4 answer. They are going to take the points. I was sitting here trying to think after we went through like barista and delivery boy, because those were the 2, and then my brain went, oh, he could also be an exterminator, I guess.
I want to tell everyone in chat right now, if you didn't say barista, you are objectively incorrect.
I'm with you. I said it too.
Yes, sir.
The winner of that one was the Dax Evaders, right?
Yes.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me my points, Roro.
We need this. We need this.
Okay, calm down, calm down.
Don't make me pull out the buzzer again. We did have some pretty interesting answers that I
buzzer
wanted
is
to quickly
fearful. The
highlight if
buzzer
we
is
have
mighty.
time.
All right, what are some other answers that were on there? How wrong is chat?
Thief.
What?
A thief.
What?
an arborist. A game
Yeah.
store employee. A mascot.
What
Putting up
nerd said
posters.
arborist?
Daycare assistant and skater.
Okay, the skater.
Yo, wait,
idea.
skater?
That's
Yo,
not a
yo,
job.
wait.
That's not a job, but that's kind of sick.
No, professional skater. You can get
He's-
money. It's
You
fine,
should have
it's
lumped that
fine.
in with unemployment,
He's
bro.
just yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's just the next Tony
Wait,
Hawk.
Yo.
No. Skater is
Mailman.
Roxas. Skater is Roxas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sword Skate's better than Roxas and Cage too, so therefore
Aw.
he can do tricks easier. He's
Yeah,
better.
but Sora gets actual movement where Roxas just has the skateboard.
Oh, you're right.
Mailman didn't make the list.
Yeah. But Milkman did?
Milk.
A little weird.
I want to know how many people voted Milkman. That's what I want to know.
One. It was just combined with
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is our last round. It is anybody's game pretty much. This one is going to be Raiden and Prodigy. There are the top 4 answers on the board. And here's your question. Which Final Fantasy game deserves the next cameo?
That's going to Prodigy, and that's no
Okay,
name, I
yes, that is
believe.
Team No Name.
Final Fantasy 13.
Final Fantasy 13. It is the number 3 answer. Some of the I have some fun ones to share about this one because this is the one I did tally because Roro doesn't know Final Fantasy games. So that's the number 3 answer.
I apparently don't know the Kingdom Hearts one.
Apparently not.
It turns out.
So Raiden gets a chance to score higher.
Sorry, I was muted still. I'm gonna go with 14.
Final Fantasy 14 is not up there. So, Team No Name, would you like to pass or play?
Sorry, I'm just trying to
No, you're
reset
fine.
it so that we can go back to 0.
We're gonna play.
They're gonna play. Okay. Okay. All right. So, there are 3 answers left up on the board. Nicole, which Final Fantasy game deserves the next cameo?
I'm gonna go with 16.
Final Fantasy 16. Most recent title is the number 2 answer. Very good. 2 answers left on the board. No strikes yet. Brandon, which Final Fantasy game deserves the next cameo?
Final Fantasy 9.
Final Fantasy 9.
That's not Zidane, right?
Yes, that is Zidane.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, Final Fantasy 9.
That's
not
crazy.
up there. I will tell you, Zidane's name did pop up a good number of times in the responses. Just wasn't enough. Okay, back to the top. Dax, which Final Fantasy game deserves the next cameo?
Final Fantasy 15, and so help me God, chat.
Final Fantasy 15 is the number 1 answer. I cannot tell you how many times I saw Noctis's name on that list. It was a lot. By a significant amount. Ignis's name also showed up a couple times. But yeah. Okay. Only 1 strike, 1 answer left up on the board. Nick, which Final Fantasy game deserves the next cameo?
This is a terrible position to be in. I need everyone to understand
But
this.
you still have 2 strikes left, so
Oh, do we?
yeah. You still got 2 chances left.
And is Prodigy after me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say, oh wait, what was I gonna say? Final Fantasy 12.
Final Fantasy 12. is on the board. It is the number 4 answer.
Nick, you're goated!
Which means No Name takes the points and takes the win. I
gotta say,
I do want to.
I'm so happy we won, but 12?
Yeah.
What? I've never heard that before. That's
Final
crazy.
Fantasy 12 showed up.
Should have been 6. Should have been 6.
I
I
agree.
feel like I'm one of the only 12 enjoyers in the world. Which character did they say?
So a lot of people just for this, people read the question and either put in the game name or put in a character name. So if I took the character and just added it to the game name, right? So a lot of people just flat out said Final Fantasy 12. But the 2 most requested characters were Balthier and Fran.
Let's go! Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So they picked good characters for the cameo. I will say, like I said, Noctis and Ignis were really, really repetitive throughout the whole thing. Clive's name came up a couple times alongside of just the numerous Final Fantasy 16 asks. Lightning's name came up a bunch of times. And then the next one I think was, hold on, I have to go back in my DMs with Roro real quick. I think it was Final Fantasy 7 because Barrett's name came up a whole bunch of times. Hold on. I'm trying to double check my numbers here. No, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Final Fantasy 6 was 5th. And then Final Fantasy 7 because 3 people said Barrett. And then it was Final Fantasy 10, 14, 9, 5, and 3 were all said 2 times each. Final Fantasy 4. And then Final Fantasy Type 0 was requested. And World of Final Fantasy. Someone said Lawn, and I did a double take. Yeah. Okay, so, unfortunately, Team Dax Evasion, is out. Team No Name is the winner, which means Team No Name is gonna move on to our fast money round. This is going to require 2 members of your team. The way this works is, I'm gonna take one of the people, and the other person who's gonna play is gonna be deafened, so they can't hear. I'm gonna give you 5 questions really fast. You'll have 35 seconds to answer all 5 questions. If you would like to skip a question, you can just say pass and we'll come back to it later. But you have to answer all 5 questions in the time, and then the other person will go and have to give me 5 different answers from yours. The way that we're tallying this is there is a standard mode difficulty if you are able to get a combined score of 130 points, or there's the critical mode difficulty for getting a combined score of 150 points. Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna ask who's playing, but it looks like we have Dax and Prodigy playing.
That is correct. Okay. Nobody Dax will be going first, and then Prodigy will be following afterwards.
Okay. Now I will say,
I'm guessing Prodigy shouldn't look at your stream, Roro.
Yeah.
Neither of you should be looking, and when you're answering, he should be deaf.
Yeah, so I'm going to server deafen you for a minute. Prodigy, we'll see you in a couple minutes. That's the right button. I had to make sure I hit the right one. Okay, so Prodigy can't hear us. This is a solo effort, Dax, so it's all going to be on you. So your team can't help you or anything like that. And then Prodigy can't hear because Prodigy's going to answer the questions himself in a couple minutes. So do you understand how this works? Okay, yep. You ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to get my timer started, or I'm going to set up the timer on my phone. I'm not going to start it until after I finish reading the first question, okay? Okay. And let me just turn this up so you can hear it when it finishes. All right, so 35 seconds are going to be on the clock, all right? First question. Name a world you'd settle down in with your partner and kids.
Twilight Town.
Who is the most forgettable Organization 13 member?
Vexen.
In what year will Kingdom Hearts 4 release?
2027.
Oh, hell nah! Describes which Cage 2 data fight?
Zigbar.
And name a fruit atop a Kingdom Hearts 3 flan.
Strawberry.
Perfect. Great job.
Woo.
That was I'm kind of impressed with just how lightning fast.
Yeah.
That
That
was.
was that was really
maybe not giving enough time, and we may have given.
I'm
too
not
much.
gonna lie, I forgot every fruit.
even if it had been like the 30 seconds that normal Family Feud is, like he still had 5 seconds left. Or no, that's 20 seconds and 25 seconds. I don't know. You were fine.
So now I need 2 minutes to actually aggregate the answers and reveal them one by one. So Comey, you're gonna have to find a way to entertain your stream for.
Oh, I can just let Jesus and Dax roast each other. That's fine.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'll be back momentarily then.
My job is done.
Bestessus, buddy.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
I love you too, Bestessus, buddy.
You guys are fucking thieves.
Like Sora?
But didn't make the
Whoever
list.
you,
Yeah, they didn't get voted for.
whoever you paid off, Dax.
Paid off to thief? Because then that would not make me the thief. That would make me, I guess, a contractor to a thief.
Thief by proxy. All right.
Yeah, you're providing employment, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah,
Brandon, you stay
that's
out of
actually
this.
kinda
Is
true.
it
I'm a
employment if it's
businessman, you know?
I was gonna say, I don't know if that contributes to the economy very well when it's illegal.
Oh my god.
Are you
I
paying
cannot
taxes
wait.
upon this?
Am I paying taxes? No, I'm not gonna say
Of course
what I was
he's
about
not.
to say. I'm not gonna
Of
say what I
course
was
he's
about to
not.
say. But
He doesn't pay his taxes. He's a
no, I
deadbeat.
just donate the money to the nearest orphanage.
Aww.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have
I write it in your name.
You know,
That's what he's
well,
calling
well,
the grocery
well, that
store
means-
nowadays.
Well, that means that Jesus is actually the one donating.
Yeah, I go to like St. Mary's Orphanage of Jesus Christ.
He's just
Dude,
making stuff
you
up.
said you
Don't
do it
believe
in
him.
Jesus' name. That means that Jesus is the one donating. So it's pretty
Yeah,
easy.
You're
for
still
you,
not.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
so I'm
easy
just-
for
I'm
you to
just
say
doing
that you're the
Jesus'
one
will.
that did it.
I'm just following Jesus' will.
Okay. This
also being associated with a crime, by the way, is still illegal. So
See, and he's a
It's
student
Pride
right
Month.
now.
We do
this
crimes.
is
I don't
such a
know.
weird conversation that I feel like I should probably put a stop to. So,
Fair enough. So we all agree glazed donuts, right?
yes.
no, no.
No, I'm with him on that one. Hold on.
Yes.
I am a
Yeah.
child. Gotta go chocolate all the way.
Yeah,
Chocolate,
chocolate
never
glazed. We
seen.
respect it. Yeah.
What?
No.
No.
Actually, hold on. Maple.
See, I'm
Maple.
not-
Maple, yeah.
Oh, my
Good
boy.
answer.
My boy. Hey, you guys want to come join the family?
You
I'm
get
here
your
for
nose
anarchy.
out of my family.
Sure.
No.
Let's go. Listen,
You
I
know,
will
this
give
is why
everyone
Dork's gonna
maple
get
donuts,
disowned.
bro.
I don't know.
I'll
We
get everyone maple donut. Hey, reconnect.
we
Maple
unionized
donut, maple donut.
for our family, so we should get paid pretty well.
That's true.
I do want to ask real
Daxine-
quick. Are the friends in Team No Name all going to be at Reconnect?
I don't know that Prodigy is,
Okay.
but I think everyone else here is.
The rest of us are, yeah.
I like how I
And
asked.
also, while we're talking about,
Prodigy
I,
Yeah,
I like how I
would like to
asked,
point
forgetting
out-
that Prodigy can't hear any of this right now. So
Yeah.
I would also like to point out, since we're talking about Reconnect, we do have some MDA nominees on our
We
team.
do.
Oh,
Radiant
God,
Gardeners,
here we go.
Nick and Nicole,
Here
and
we go.
Brandon.
yep, and that's it. No one else.
And Dax.
Oh,
Yeah, no one
you're
else.
right. You're right. Dax
one
is
else.
on there. You're right. No, I'm kidding, Dax.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
June 16th, you do the conference.
You can vote. You
Okay,
can
how
vote for
can you guys
Radiant
forget?
Gardeners.
Voting.
You can
How
vote
can
for
you guys
Radiant
forget-
Gardeners all day.
Voting opens
I was
June
gonna say,
16th. Everybody.
Yeah. You can vote for Radiant Gardeners all day. They deserve it. Brandon Daxian.
Why did
Remember I made the
Brandon?
mod videos.
Why did Brandon get dragged into
Oh, hey, we're
this?
back. Oh, hey, we're back.
What the fuck?
Oh, am I allowed? Am I
Is
allowed
it
to
good
watch
time?
this one?
Anyways, back to the answers.
Am I allowed
Yes,
to watch
you
this
can
one?
watch this time, Dax.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to show Dax's answers and points. And then we'll have Prodigy answer the questions. So the first question was, name a world you'd settle down in with your partner and kids. You said Twilight Town with 2 eyes in the name. Great job, Roro.
Oops.
And the survey said 28 points. Very good. Our second question was, who is the most forgettable Organization 13 member? You said Vexen, and the survey said 4. That's ironic. It's very strange. Next question was, in what year will KH4 release? You said 2027. Survey said 26 points. Oh, hell nah. Describes which KH2 data fight. You said Zigbar mood. Survey says 6. All right, and our last question was, name a fruit atop a KH3 flan. You said strawberry. Survey says 23 points. So I can't math, Roro. What's the total on that?
It's up at the top, 87.
Oh, it's up at the top.
Someone can double check it for
cool.
me. I did it in my head.
I'm bad at math.
I'm not 100%
so
sure it's
I'm
right.
just-
Someone can open a calculator and double check
I'm just
me.
gonna trust
I
you.
didn't realize Twilight Town had 3 eyes.
Okay, all right. Hang on.
Okay, so that is, what was it? It's 130 for standard mode
87
and
good.
150 for critical mode, so you're past halfway there. All right, so I'm gonna undeafen Prodigy here. Prodigy, can you hear us?
Yes, I do.
Okay, welcome back. So Dax just did his round and got 80, what was it, 87 points?
7 points.
87 points, which is past the halfway point for your critical mode score requirement. So if you can do just as well or better, then you guys get even better bragging rates. So the way this is gonna work is because this round is harder, we're gonna give you more time to answer the questions. If you repeat an answer that Dax gave us, we'll tell you to try again. I'm actually gonna just write them down real quick so I can remember in the heat of the very quick round.
Wait, so I have critical mode questions?
No. You're gonna get the same 5 questions. The
Okay.
way that we set this up is between you and Dax, if you score a total of 130 points, you pass the standard mode difficulty. But if you can pass 150 points, you pass the critical mode difficulty.
All right, bet.
So, I'm trying to remind myself of Dax's answers real quick. Okay.
Yeah. Did you emphasize that he cannot repeat Dax's answers?
So you can't repeat Dax's
Okay.
answers. If you do, I'll tell you to try again. You'll give me another answer. If you get stuck on a question, you can say pass. We'll move on to the next question. We'll come back to it if there's still time. So I'm going to give you 40 seconds. Do you have any questions?
No major ones. Is it 40? You said 40 seconds.
40 seconds, and the timer won't start until after I read the first question.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so your first question is, name a world you'd settle down in with your partner and kids.
Destiny Islands.
Okay, who is the most forgettable Organization 13 character?
Lexaeus.
In what year will Kingdom Hearts 4 release?
2027.
Try again.
2028.
Okay. Oh, hell nah describes which KH2 data fight?
Demix.
And name a fruit atop a Kingdom Hearts 3 flan.
Wait, repeat that?
Name a fruit atop a Kingdom Hearts 3 flan.
Strawberry.
Try again.
Cherry.
All right. You had 5 seconds to spare.
I think we're gonna cut it very, very close. So I will give me like 2 more minutes, and we'll be back in
I think
business.
those are some really good answers. I'm just gonna say that.
All right, so back to the question at hand. Brandon is catching flack because Brandon deserves it too.
It's nice to be recognized.
I'm going back to the question I asked earlier that I realized the one person I wasn't sure if was the one person who was deafened. Prodigy, are you going to be at Reconnect by any chance?
Unfortunately, no. I have a family trip booked the exact same weekend as Reconnect.
Totally,
Otherwise, I would be
totally
going.
fine.
I hope you guys
I
have
may
fun.
reach out to you about something after
That's
this
fine.
is over.
I'll take Prodigy's
No.
gift. I'll be
No.
at Reconnect.
You did not win Family Feud, so.
I did all my answers I gave right. No, I'm not having
But you did not win. Team No Name won, which is
Still
who I
win.
was rooting for the
It's
whole
Dark's
time.
fault.
Prodigy didn't
You
get
know,
to input
you're
on
not wrong.
best donut as well.
Oh
Best
yeah,
donut?
yeah. Are you a
That's
are you
true.
a glazed donut enjoyer? I think Bio's the one
I do
catching
like
the real
glazed
strays
donut.
here.
Why are we throwing strays at Bio?
Dax is the one that asked people like glazed donuts.
See, this is why Dax sucks. He's throwing strays at a poor innocent man.
No, I
To be
throw
fair,
those
he
strays
did-
all the time too. So like honestly,
He did call me
Bio doesn't
everything
deserve
wrong
it.
with the Kingdom Hearts
He did.
community, so I'm just trying to live up
So
to his
he's right.
expectations.
Wait, but do you think he's wrong? I'm just curious on your perspective of this.
I'm a buy on this one.
Dax, why are you quiet now?
Huh? What was
They
the
said
question?
they said, do you think Bio's wrong?
This guy.
Oh, about donuts?
No, about you being everything wrong with the cage community.
Oh! No, that's what I aim for every day.
Oh, so
there's
you're
nothing
you're
wrong with it then.
trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
everything that's
Exactly.
wrong with the community.
Comey, I made a whole video that 160,000 people watched where I strung them along to think I was giving them a real theory, and I said Pluto is the master
Which is
of
one
masters.
of my favorite things of all time.
I did a follow-up video to that with 30,000 views where I said Kyrie's soul is in the box and that Kyrie is Satan. Yes, I am everything wrong with the Kingdom Hearts community, and I couldn't be
Hey,
prouder.
Chad,
Yo, he's kind of
he
cooking.
admits it. He's kind of cooking.
Anyway, vote me for Content Creator of the Year,
Yeah,
No,
June 16th.
yeah.
no.
Vote Doc.
There are a lot of awesome
No.
people. I will actually take the time.
There's
Jesus,
better options.
Jesus, you can shut up for a second.
Actually, yeah, vote Radiant Gardeners Content Creator of the Year.
There's some awesome people
Everybody
who are up
relax.
for MDAs. Again, voting starts on the 16th. And hopefully we see you all at Reconnect. And I'm going to take a moment to promote the fact that I have an event at Reconnect that is Cage 2 random related. It's going to be a lot of fun. It requires a lot of audience participation as well. So I hope you all come hang out, or at least watch it online if you can't be there in person.
Come hang out and yell at me and Zed.
Yeah, yell at Jesus.
Yeah, you get to yell at me to tell me to go do like the world that never was with nothing.
I'll tell you to go do OC. I got you.
Okay. Oh, God. I gotta deal with him too.
Roro, how are we doing?
Uh,
I think this feud's getting a little intense.
it's his own fault.
Like a circus.
Which is why Final Fantasy VI should have been on there, so we could have had Kefka in the circus. Hey, Comey,
Oh no. Yes.
do you know what Zaldan's
Oh
favorite gift to receive
no.
is?
Why are you doing this to me?
Do you know what his favorite gift to receive is? You know what Zaldan's favorite gift is?
What?
Flora.
On that note, are we ready?
Hold on. I'm just gonna hold on. You can go away. Okay. Anyway, we're ready now. We will remind everyone of Dax's answers. Prodigy, feel free to look at the stream now if you would like to. But anyway, we're going to reveal Prodigy's answers and see if they get even more bragging rights. So Sorry, I have to pull my script back up. The first question was, name a world you'd settle down in with your partner and kids. You said Destiny Islands. Survey said... Oh, that's really sad. What was the...
Number one answer
that's surprising.
was Twilight Town with a demonstrous lead over Traverse Town, then Radiant Garden, with Destiny Islands very far behind in fourth.
Oh, that's really sad.
Nice.
Okay. The second question was, who is the most forgettable Organization 13 member? You said... Roro?
Good answer.
Roro, this
Good
was
answer.
the...
Kingdom Hearts 2 has screwed us again.
Survey said...
You'll see why I gave that answer, because it was quadruple any other organization
Which is
member.
so
Zexion
sad,
and
'cause
Zaldan
he's
were
so
at
cool.
9.
He's
And
actually
Lexaeus is
so
at
cool,
39.
though.
That
He's
means
just
over 1 in 2 people voted for Lexaeus as the most forgettable organization.
I just find it really funny that Vexen's response was 4 points.
Because the fight is so memorable.
Anyway.
What?
So by the way,
You mean
with these
reflect?
43 points, you were at 120 points. So you just need 10 points between your other 3
To beat
answers to beat
standard.
standard and 30 points to beat critical.
Cool. Okay, the next question was, in what year will KH4 release? You said 2028. Survey says 11 points.
That puts you above standard now. 2027 was the number 1 answer. The least popular answer was 20,026.
That was, I was gonna say, someone...
Shut up.
Someone...
Whoever submitted that answer, I hope you feel bad about yourself every day
No,
you wake up.
Well, they
I think they
zero
literally
in
just
the 20.
accidentally added another 0.
I take back what I just said. I was very hateful.
I literally think it was just a typo, but
No, they kind of
I'm-
cooking. Not
I'm
gonna
glad
lie.
you're so passionate, Dax.
2026 was the number 2 answer, followed by 2028, which was the number 3 answer.
Okay, people are being a little ambitious with that one.
Oh hell nah describes which KH2 data fight. You said my boy Demix. Survey says
Number 1 answer.
was Demix?
Demix was the number
that's
1
fine.
answer. It was
Yeah,
the
that's
one
correct.
that had the most variety. It was Demix at 14, Zaldan at 12, Marluxia at 9, Roxas at 7, Big Bar at 6, and the rest of them getting 5 or below.
Wow.
I kind of just guessed based on like old school cage community.
Yeah.
Like nowadays people don't hate Demix, but back in the day Demix was
feel
like data Demix.
I feel
hated.
like a lot of people still hate Data Demix. It's kind of the most like I know the speedrunners don't like it because it's very time consuming, but it does require a different kind of skill set. So, I mean,
Data Marley's kind of out of left field, though.
yeah,
Dana Marley's free.
that's how I feel about. Like, I'm surprised Roxas was up there too, but
No, Roxas makes sense. Roxas can be the worst.
yeah.
I think
Someone
Data
put down
Marluxia-
Data Terra, and they have clearly never played a 1-hour seat in their life.
Well, yeah. And
I was gonna say Data Marley is only if you're like level 1. If you're not level 1, free.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't do my level 1 data fights. I really don't want to. But anyway,
Personally, I
our
hate
last
Bard.
question: name a fruit atop a KH3 flan. You said, I mean, you both said strawberry, which was the correct answer at first, but then you said cherry, and the survey said 16 points.
Which was
Oh,
the
not
number
bad.
2 answer. And if I did my math correctly, they absolutely crushed
Nice.
it. With a
Let's
grand total
go!
of 171, if my math is correct. So they didn't just beat critical, they destroyed
You guys
critical.
destroyed.
Between the five
Good answer.
You guys
They got
destroyed.
Good answer.
That was like crit
Good
level
answer.
1.
Yeah, they got every single number 1 answer, and they got 2 number 2 answers between them. So they absolutely, as unplugged from this specific community that Prodigy might feel, he fared very, very well,
did.
especially for going second.
Yeah, we did. I know that a lot of these people that answered this are from the rando community. I did try my hardest to come up with like silly questions that weren't rando focused. So I hope you guys still had fun. I mean, you absolutely crushed it. You did great. You stole most of the answers from Dax Evasion. You guys literally just killed fast money. So I hope you guys had fun. I really appreciate you all coming out and doing this. I know it's really hard to schedule 12 people to get together for an event like this. So I really appreciate you all taking the time to come out. I hope you all had fun, and that you walk away from this knowing that it took $10,000 raised for charity to make it happen. And you were all a part of that. So give yourselves a pat on the back. Thank you for giving me some of your time. I know when we did this, I said it wouldn't be longer than an hour, and here we are like an hour and almost 40 minutes in, because we did extra rounds. So I appreciate you guys taking the extra time to hang out with us and do this. So for my team Dax Evasion friends and my team No Name friends, I really appreciate you all coming out, and I hope you had fun.
This was a
Thank you
ton
very
of
much
fun.
for
Thanks
having us.
inviting me. Yeah.
Yeah, this is ton of fun.
I do actually, like, I legitimately have prizes for you guys. So
Ooh.
I will work out the detail. I mean, luckily 4 of you I will see next month, so I will try and bring them with me. Prodigy will talk. But
Okay.
but yeah, I have the means of kind of doing something cool, so I will be in touch with you all about that. Chat, I hope you all enjoyed. Jesus is still in timeout. I'm not bringing him back. He's grounded. But thank you all for joining us. This is actually our very last incentive of CT7, so CT7 is officially over, which is a little sad. You all know it'll be back again next year, but I may have some more fun Kingdom Hearts charity stuff coming up in the fall, so look forward to that. And I will not give any more details on that because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. So just keep me in mind when like September, October rolls around. I'm just saying. But thank you all again. I really appreciate it. We're gonna sign off. If everyone wants to say goodbye to chat, say goodbye to chat.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat. You've been beautiful.
Thanks for filling out the survey.
Yeah, thank
This
you
doesn't
for
happen
filling out the
without you.
survey, and Roro, thank you for helping me put it all together. All right.
Also,
Anytime.
Jesus
Thank you.
deserves what he
He-
got. So
He sure does. He deserves it.
Hi,
Thank you,
bestesses
Tommy.
buddy.
Thank
I'm
you,
glad we
Roro.
were able to do a thing together.
All right. Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you
Bye.
again. This was awesome.